guys, welcome again to the Unilove family. We are so excited. Can I say that? Honestly,
we are so excited by the way.
We have been looking forward to this day. It's been a while, man.
Feels like ages.
Ages. It's been a while, and so welcome again. Today's episode is very special. It's something that we've been arguing about. We've not agreed on some things, and would want to hear your views and opinion on that topic. So, but before we get there, I mean, we've told you guys it's been a while. It's good to know why we have not been on, bringing some nice stories the way we've done before. And so we would like to know, by the way, you guys failed your fans. Yeah, but let me share my reason first. I think 2 months ago, man, COVID hit me so hard. And it hit me and I was sick for a couple of weeks. And so that's one of the reasons why you never saw me anywhere. And it was two of us. I don't know why the other one is so silent that nothing happened. But both of us happened at the same time. And so we had to take a break from recording because we didn't want to risk the other people's lives. And the others were also suspecting themselves. It was just a weird season. So that's one of the reasons as to why I went down a little bit. So it's good to know from the others. Yeah, what happened?
So for me, of course, you need to say when you had COVID, I was babysitting.
Yeah!
Children. Nima, Nuru, Nana. 3. Surely I was very busy. So that is my reason number 1. 2 is work. Of course, I still have to, I had to balance between motherhood and just delivering at work and doing what I have to do. So that also kept me busy. But yes, like we've said, we've always promised you, it's good that we are consistent in what we do. So we are still trying to just figure out which weekends works for us for our shoots.
Yeah. And Vivian, thank you for taking care of the babies. Man,
baby is not enough. You need to do something tangible. You can imagine Nima is here, Nana is there, Nuru is there.
And Nana is like 4 kids.
Nana is like 5.
Okay, for me, I would say the COVID, we are with this one. So, we are together, we are partners in that season. And apart from that, I started this new job that, for the longest time, I've been doing my own things, but now going to employment has been taking a toll of me. But I'm trying to adjust.
Now you know what, when we say we are tired, before, anytime we'd want to have a shoot and we're like, we are busy, we are tired, so we'll be like, now you know what it means.
Now I know.
Well, as for me, I also suspected myself. And those symptoms, they're like COVID-like symptoms and all that, so I had to isolate myself. That is one reason. The second reason, I was also moving houses and I didn't know it is that hectic. It was just stressful for me trying to get the house that I want, and also moving because I was moving to different opposite directions. So also adjusting to that was a bit hectic and all that. But that said and done, we owe you an apology for not being consistent, and you heard from the sisters. So we hope you are going to keep that consistency. Are we forgiven?
Yeah, they should, so that their sins can also be forgiven. So and Sharon, you should invite us for a housewarming.
Of course,
we are looking forward to that.
Or even a house tour.
Hey, house tour. Okay, you let me know if you need the house tour. Leave a comment below. But I don't know.
No pressure, but guys, so we're so excited, and without wasting so much time, we would want to jump into the topic of the day. Okay?
It's a saying, when you date a Kenyan lady, she automatically becomes an orphan. That like she expects some monetary value, benefits, and all that. So how true is that?
I think first of all, there's a lot of people never want to talk about
Yeah,
money in
money.
a relationship, and there are people who are in relationships and they're really suffering,
Yeah.
because they expect the other person to help
Yes.
or to just chip in,
Yeah.
but the other person maybe doesn't feel. Either they think maybe it is too early,
Yeah.
and I think some just pretend because they don't want.
Yeah, but today we want to hear, how soon should you expect your man to start giving you money, supporting, paying your bills, buying for you high heels? You know, how soon
Taking
should
you
they
for
start
dinners.
from? Because there are ladies, you know, the guy has just said, hi, can we have coffee? The next time they are like, oh my goodness, you know.
My nails are
We
bad.
went for coffee. He didn't give me fare back.
Yeah, he didn't
home.
give me fare back. I paid for my taxi. How soon should the man start taking care of you when you're in a relationship?
For me, I feel there is no timeline. As soon as you're comfortable discussing any other thing, you can discuss this money as soon as you're comfortable with it.
Okay.
Yes, so in any relationship, whatever discussions that you're supposed to discuss, it's just about how comfortable you are with each other. If it's a week, a day, or I don't know, hours, if you're comfortable with it, for me, I see there's nothing wrong
There's
with it.
nothing wrong, yeah?
I think for me it's about the needs, because people are different. You might have two people in a relationship that are financially stable, but you might have another person that maybe one of the party is down financially. So for me, it's not even about period. It's about, again, the situation. For instance, if you are a working class, or you are and the lady in a relationship is a student, of course there are some things that is expected of you as a man to take care of that, and that does not mean
It's
that she has to
expected.
graduate
But yeah, but
fast and all that.
it's
So for me, it's
expected.
about it's something that is on a need based.
But Sharon, I agree with you, but again, also I differ, because if you say if someone is in a financially stable, they should not expect some finance. I think I would say yes, but again no, because assume these are two people who've met, both of them have jobs, both of them are doing well. Let me tell you, to be honest, every woman expects that a man goes an extra mile, and it doesn't mean now you as a woman you can't gift someone. You can always gift, you can always do something. But when we go for dates, we are all working. I still expect you to pay the bills.
Well, Vivian, let me clarify first, Hilda, what Vivian has. I didn't say like when both of you are you are financially stable, the lady should not expect anything from the man. No, I didn't mean that. I just
what did you mean?
I mean, it's like, okay, there are things that are expected. Of course, even if I'm financially stable, I have my money and all that. As my man, there are things that I will expect from you. So you find like that this man, like you're in a relationship with a lady who is not financially stable. Of course, you'll find even the majority of them have graduated, but they're still struggling to get a job. So there's some basic things, like even try just to support this lady, even to get the right outfits when she goes for interviews, you know, she looks presentable and all that. But there are men who are like, oh, okay, they feel like she's a gold digger and all that. No, if you need to assess according to the situation.
Let me ask you. There's this bit. I had a lady saying, you know, that guy is mean. I will leave him today. Simply because they went for a date. You know, it was like the second date. And then the guy let the girl go home and she paid for her taxi. The lady paid for her Uber. And so I was asking them, you went with very high expectations. Who told you on the second date someone is supposed to pay for your Uber?
Yeah.
But hey, so some ladies
Hilda,
are expecting too much from
No,
men.
Hilda,
Let me ask you, but who said you must? Maybe the guy paid for the
Hilda,
drinks.
No, I think Hilda, it is just basic courtesy. For if a lady has come, also even you as a man, like the way Sharon said, also just think through, how did this lady get here? Yeah, there are those who can easily get their way back home, but I think it's also easy to just ask, are you comfortable going home? Should I pay for you your taxi
or drop you?
Yeah,
you know,
drop you home. I think it's just courtesy. Yeah.
But then they should have discussed. The lady should have said,
No.
Those are common basic knowledge in relationships.
Hilda, let me tell you, I have a friend that was dating this guy. They would go out for maybe a dinner. and they will spend like even 7K, 8K just having a meal and some few drinks here and there. And then after that, this lady, because Sharura said need-based, you understand? This lady doesn't have a car. You've been hanging out with a lady on a dinner date up to like 10 p.m.
9:45.
High-end restaurant.
9:45.
9:45 on an high-end restaurant.
The middle of
And then she has to find her way to maybe Umoja or I don't know, whichever part of the country without maybe a car. It's stressful. So if you analyze the logics behind it, you'll find like if this lady is not being judgmental against this man, but you find that she will feel like they would even go somewhere, they will spend like even 4K, and then from there they would take care of maybe transport. But again, I'm not saying that women should come in relationships with a lot of needs. It's not about someone taking care of your needs, but it's just someone being thoughtful and mindful of the person.
For me, I feel the first dates as a lady, go also with your, prepared, so that you don't leave a good man because they didn't pay your taxi.
Of course, that is
because
right.
maybe the fourth, fifth date they will do that. But because you're still learning each other, maybe you're just talking about careers and where do you live and stuff. Don't expect too much.
But
it's not about expectations.
There's a time I mentioned, by the time you approach me or any other lady, of course you've seen some value, but right now, like most of the time, people value people based on their financial status. But by the time you approach a lady, at least even if she's like currently or during that situation she's not well financially, just take care of that. That doesn't mean that she is irresponsible or what.
But again, I understand what Hilda is saying. Maybe you've just met, it's the first date, second date. Maybe even this guy, the way you dress, the way you portray yourself, he thinks so this lady has it all.
He has it all.
So before
but now you mentioned something, Vivian, like courtesy. Like even are you okay? Should I drop you? How will you get home? That will give you a hint.
Yes.
Like how will this lady get? When she says, "Oh yeah, just drop me," then
or maybe can you help me get a cab?
Request for me an Uber. Those street ladies.
Some ladies will just be trying to. Now I want to leave. Now I want to go, and they're not trying to do what they want. So.
Yeah, like
and they're like, okay, wait just for another 30 minutes. And he thinks maybe she has a ride waiting for her out there.
Okay.
But again, is it like, come to think of it, is it like putting a lot of burden on men so that men can be afraid of asking women on dates? Because if someone feel like, by the time I sit down with you all,
I have to have Uber.
I have Uber, ice cream, ice cream, popcorns.
No, I don't think, because like we've said again at first, it's on a case by case.
Yes.
Most women nowadays, honestly, they can comfortably take care of themselves. So if you meet a lady and she's comfortable, you meet, enjoy, have a nice dinner, everyone goes their own way. And they'll not feel bad and say, "Oh, he didn't give me this," because they're not even expecting that. But the moment you realize this person might be in need, just do the right for you.
For me, I feel like it's not about someone being in need. There are just some simple things that put a man on a bar as a gentleman. It's not there are things, there are gestures that really put you there. Like if someone goes on a date with a man behaving and pulling a chair for a lady, opening a door, being concerned. It's not about this lady being needful or just being desperate or somewhere
over demanding or something
without proper way of taking care of herself. But we are just talking about a man who is just being a gentleman, a man who knows his game, a man who is in the game. There are things that he will do to a woman without being asked or being pressured.
I think another thing, yes, you're talking about ladies maybe expecting to be helped out, but I've realized again, and this one maybe I might be wrong or right, I don't know. Do you know men like those women who ask for fare?
See, they say fair, like women eat their
Nowadays, men are scared of independent women.
Why?
If you come and you can pay your bill, you drove yourself.
Vivian, where are you meeting these people?
Most of my friends, and I think one of these days I should host some. I met, all of us since we started this channel, and even before, we talk to different people, and people will just look for you and start conversation. And I have met ladies who say, when I'm going for a date, in fact, even if they're driving a Porsche car, they will Uber. They will Uber because the moment this guy knows you're driving a Porsche car, you're living in a nice house, maybe in your own house, let me tell you, you'll go for the first date, the second, the third. They will disappear.
That's an insecure man.
So
No,
let me pause
which are many. I think nowadays most of them are like
No,
that.
Vivian, for me, I always have issues with women saying that some men are insecure, they can't handle this.
I used to say like
Depends
that.
with the kind of conversations these women go on the first date and they start having.
You know,
you go on a date with someone and you are talking about, when I was in Dubai for this.
No, let me tell you.
CEO of Safaricom
Let me tell you, no,
It's about
transactions
transactions
and then from
Sharon,
there we left.
you will agree with me. Let me tell you, some of these women are also mature.
Yeah, true.
They are very sensible.
Yeah.
They're not there to brag or show off. Because people who don't have
But
a want to
also-
show off.
Somehow I
These
agree with
women
you.
are very serious.
Let
They
me
want to get
pause.
into
Yeah.
serious relationships, and they're very genuine and honest.
Yeah.
No bragging.
Sometimes the conversations, these people, even sometimes the men, you've gone out with a man who start just talking things that you feel like they're talking, bragging or what, you wouldn't feel comfortable to go on a date with them on the second date or the third date because of the conversations. They're not even talking about their identity, the things they like. They'll just be talking of you when I was buying this car and then when I was changing to the next one. You get bored. By the end of the day, that's not what you came to.
So
get.
let me pose a
sometimes the
question.
conversations people go to have, cut them off.
Let me pose a question to men. Is it true that you get intimidated by financial stable women
Or
independent women? Because
Yeah,
I find that to be
yeah,
very
that's-
ironical.
yeah. I want to hear that, and I feel somehow I support Vivian because some men feel like if you're driving yourself, you have your own house, what am I coming to do? But there are better things that two people come together to do than financing it. So I think that should not intimidate someone. Yeah, but also the ladies, I think it should be an opportunity for you to, as you meet with this
Show
person, let them
humility.
know that I have these things, but I still value.
You know what it is?
Me,
saying?
my question is, does it mean when you go for those dates, the only thing you discuss is about your financial status?
No.
like your
In
job,
fact, you don't
what
need
you
to
have, so that
discuss.
they get into
Sharon, you don't even need to discuss those things. And even on a first date, I would be happy. And in fact, if I was a lady going for my first, I would not even want to mention. But do you know people scam you?
Yeah, they
They
scan.
scan.
Can I take you to where you parked your car?
Yeah.
Can I take you to?
Yeah, but it's true.
You said it's best courtesy to open the door.
Which
Which
door
door
are
are
they
they
opening?
opening?
Their own door.
No, you're going home. You came with your car. Which door are they opening?
And then secondly, maybe you're just talking.
So
and
let me have you heard this thing? Most men don't know what to do with women who are not just interested in the man.
Oh yeah, by the way.
How?
They don't know what to do with such women. Sylvia, you are saying that.
I think that's something we need to explore.
Is there a woman who is not interested?
Who are not
in a man?
impressed, who are not impressed or attracted. You know, if you're
I don't like that
if you're very
either.
needy,
I do
Let's
human beings.
expound on that. I'm
We are
happy
human
to know
beings,
more about
and we
it.
all know as human beings we have the basic needs, then we go to the social needs, and then the hierarchy. Yeah? It's called the hierarchy of needs.
Yeah, hierarchy of
If you meet a lady or a man who is still on the basic needs,
Yeah.
all they want is their food, shelter, clothing, met.
Oh,
They will be attracted by your money because if you're paying her rent, she will do anything you want. All she wants is food, and we're all human beings. We need to eat.
the basic.
She will be very loyal to you.
Yeah.
But if you meet a lady who is already psychological, up the whatever,
The hierarchy.
food is not an issue, shelter is not an issue, whatever. You see, she will not be so much into the money. She will be so much into you. But that is what most men don't know what to do with such
Yeah,
kind
they
of
don't know
woman.
what to do.
Hey, that is a serious
I
one.
think that's
All
a
men
topic
and
we need to
have
explore.
Okay, I
about
think
that.
also it's both way. We were talking of how soon should people ask for money, and in this generation, even men are asking for money. So to make
Yeah. We are shocked because we are like, okay.
I know, but I'm joking. Yeah, you could actually.
people are asking money because sometimes someone. Let's not see that it's only women who are supposed to ask for money.
Yeah.
For me, I believe you're not supposed to take care of a man like something like that. But if you're
can
dating
help,
someone, you're in a reasonable relationship, you know each other, and someone is down. As a man, that man should not feel embarrassed or ashamed to ask for money. So, at what point should even these men be comfortable to ask for this?
And then, like the way you said, where your relationship has reached and how comfortable you are.
Can I comment on that one?
Wait,
Yes.
Because like you've said a very important thing. Yeah? Even men can ask for money, and they should not feel embarrassed or shy to ask. But what are you asking for that money for? You cannot be asking for me money to go pay your rent.
Exactly the
You
point.
should not ask me money to
Take
go
me
do
for it.
start a business finance or university.
We
or
have
something.
said, let it be said, needs are need based, like Sharon, the way he said. Let's assume,
But
like you're dating a man that maybe when women date, always they say women date up, men should date down.
Yeah.
So let's assume you're not dating in that formula. You are now dating someone who is a bit down. The way you say, like, there's some men, once you come so independent financially, they're scared. And then this person maybe he's lost his job. He needs to pay. Let's not argue about the kind of needs that someone should ask for money, because even some money that women ask for the needs, like I need to buy ice cream, I need to go to Naivasha, I need to do what, they're not really those needs that someone should sacrifice. But someone needs money for rent.
That
Please
yeah,
allow me
that's
to comment on
Comfortable
that
for
one.
him to borrow that
Please
money.
It does seem to have a very bad
Let me tell
issue.
you, Sylvia, and I'm sharing from real story. One of my friends was dating a guy, and this guy was so
Project
much
your voice.
interested in the lady's money.
Good.
So during this guy's birthday, the lady bought for him a nice watch. And then when the lady took the watch, the guy said, "Oh, you watch, you should have just given me money. You know, I need like 15,000.
No, we're not talking about jokers.
And on another occasion, the guy had also asked him, you know, please, can you, instead of buying this, can you give me? So this guy looked like he just wanted this lady's money.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, I don't refuse that a lady can give a guy money, but let them discuss and agree and say, you know what? Because we've seen even ladies who have empowered men, and then these men chased these ladies and used their
So many
resources
stories, yeah.
to frustrate the ladies.
To empower
Honestly,
the
yeah.
side chicks.
And we have stories, some of those stories. So I believe it's good for a lady to give a man money, but it should be on an understanding that I am supporting you this season, and it's for this particular reason that it's making sense, not to go and you treat what or money that I don't even understand where it's going.
And good, that's a very good point. Example you've given. And we're not saying you should not help men if a man is down, but if you're the one paying a man's rent, man
flee like
man
fire.
out.
You
I don't see.
Liabilities now. We are talking of just lending a hand.
Because listen, to what
We are just
extent?
talking about
Yeah, we're saying
complimenting.
yes. To what extent should you lend a hand?
Not
You know,
substituting.
there are men who are broke.
Yeah.
The first thing they come is to the girlfriend. Oh, please give me 100,000. I'm in this. Wait. Even rent. Someone could be living in 100 or 200
1,000
rent.
house.
So that is still money. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're paying the rent, you're paying the rent. It could be 10,000.
5,000
It could be
is still
5,000.
rent.
It could be 100. My principle is this. Of course, you can help. And if you're dating someone and you're serious, if you're not serious, don't give money at any point. If you feel you're serious, you can help. But again, even you as a girl, a lady, if you're dating someone, if you're in some financial needs, you know where to go. It can't be every time your boyfriend.
boyfriend.
So even that
Yeah.
boyfriend has friends, has the bank,
Network.
has network.
Yeah.
Let him also explore those options. Yes, you're not the only option.
I
Yes,
love
family.
that.
Yeah, he has
Finally,
family.
that's a very
Yeah.
good point, Vivian.
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
not
go
like
to the bank, go to your boys, go to
Family.
your family.
Yeah.
Last option, come to your girl.
Yes.
But we're not addressing the issue is at what point or how soon, because like for me I say as soon as you're comfortable you can
Exactly,
ask
we
this
agree.
one.
No, we said as soon
No,
as
that's
you're
what I
Unless
mean.
you're on a need
Because
based.
I've heard some people always saying that some people would break up with someone would say that person is very stingy, because honestly there's no woman who wants a stingy man. As much as women will pretend they
Even
want
men
us
don't
for
want
man,
a
and even
stingy
men
man.
don't want, no one wants someone who is stingy.
Yeah. Even men, but a big number is women. Falling with. You know, the moment a woman loves a man, it's easy to give. Yeah, it's very easy to give anything.
She becomes vulnerable.
Yeah.
So, and for the men also, okay, sometimes I like talking for the men also, because we are women and we've never called a man here to have his say on these issues. Also, there are also men who claim that they took some ladies to school. It's good to take someone to school. Empowerment is good to
Well,
take
at this era,
no,
it's not
he's
Sharon.
I'm supporting Sharon. This is an edge.
You don't
No,
marry and take your wife
used
to
to happen
India.
during our mother's time.
Yeah.
But
No,
now,
things are happening and
someone
they're
is
still
not
happening. They are still
when she's married.
To you.
Yeah, you paid her
the
dowry.
issue.
You
Not a girlfriend, you're educating a
It's
girlfriend.
your problem. You're the one who didn't marry her before doing these
No,
things.
men,
No,
please be
men,
People who
careful.
are ungrateful.
Don't take girls
People
to
who are ungrateful people are just ungrateful. Even in that marriage, after they get their benefits, they'll still walk away.
But at least you won't blame yourself too much because you did the right thing as a spouse.
So let's talk of these men that have really invested heavily on women, and by the end of the day, these women walk away from them or also use them, because there are so many men who have been used by women.
Well, I agree with you, Sylvia. And for me, to the boy child, let me just become now an advocate of the boy child. Do not make any mistake of paying a lady school fees before she's your wife. Like I think, okay, go to her place, pay her dowry first, then okay, you can commit to paying her school fees. Because you'll just start seeing other cases emanating, what,
Give me
and it will end in tears. It will end in tears.
4 years, I just started my internship. I just need
Even 4 years, I need to
settle down.
Let her marry her or even pay her bride price and then pay her school fees.
For me, I feel like ungrateful people. People want to use others. Even if you marry them, they'll still use you in that.
But how will you know them before? So
the issue is people want to take advantage. People who use others, people who abuse others, they will still find their way, even if it's in a relationship, even if it's in a marriage. Even in marriages now, people are being used, exploited financially in that same marriage.
But there are mutual benefits in that marriage.
So marriage is nothing if someone is abusing someone, using someone, because at some point people will say like, let me marry her before I start investing this money. And someone will just oblige and get married, and then now they start demanding. Now even the demands of a wife are more than even of a girlfriend.
But she's your wife now.
Can I speak now as a married woman? Let me tell you, when you get married, you realize that your finances somehow become one. And you are all meeting 1, 2, 3. No, I've not said have a joint account. I've said you realize that you know the expenses in the house are many, and all of them have to be met by one person or the other. But this is a warning to ladies, because at the end of the day, the man should be the head and the sole provider. Even though there are times that the man will lose the job and the woman will step in and support the needs of the family and make sure that everything is running. But I always say it should not be forever your role as a woman.
No, but we are human.
That you picked that role and now you've become the head of the home. So the man is just, reading the newspaper from morning to evening. He's saying, I'm still looking for a job. Let him go and hustle. Let him go to Gikomba as a man. Let him go to wherever and work hard like any other man and bring something to the family. So this thing of saying that, when he had a job, he took care of us. Now it's just my turn. Even as you're taking care of the family, let him be responsible.
Yeah, because someone easily can become comfortable.
Someone can
be
become
a lady or
comfortable.
even a man.
either way.
So
and even for ladies, there are ladies when they're married like this, it's the man's project to provide.
Yeah,
they
quit.
don't care.
They
They
quit
stop
their
working,
jobs.
or they just sit and become lazy knowing that this man will provide. He also needs support. He has
No,
his family.
they're not even lazy, they're not just motivated, they're comfortable. I would say that maybe someone even used to work, and the moment they get married, they just decide to quit their job.
That's a very bad
I think that's
It's not
a
really
bad
bad. It
move.
could be a season that they felt.
Well, we're not talking
but the season
about
just
temporal.
no,
season.
these ones are individual situations that those people will deal with. There are some people would want, as soon as I marry my wife, let her stay at home. We
That's
cannot force those
understandable.
No, but we are saying discuss first with your
Yeah,
spouse. If they're
discuss.
comfortable, in fact, there are
Yeah.
some spouses who propose and tell you, me, even when you're still dating, me, my wife cannot be working.
Yeah.
I stay at home. You
Respect
have to
that.
respect, and if you agree to that, then that's
that's
agreement.
okay.
So those ones are different. So another question is, if someone is feeling exploited now, because now it's
Exploited is the word.
is someone feeling is exploited, so what should they do? Should they just walk away pole, or should they just say like, hey, I feel like now your
I think you
financial
have to
demands are
discuss.
too much
Yeah,
now.
you have to
I can't handle.
Discuss.
You
Ask,
have
go
to
for help.
discuss, we go for help,
Yeah.
but if it doesn't change, then I think it's just important that maybe if that is the best solution, then. But I'm sure if you discuss and someone is willing to change, things will be better. But
things
if
will
they're
be
not
better.
willing to change, then
Because some might be doing it like unawares. They don't know even they're like exploiting you, as you say. So it's just good you discuss. And the right for platform to do that is when you are dating. That's why even this topic has come very timely, because you need to start talking about this thing, or even seeing how these things are. The situation is in the dating context. You'll just know when if you used to provide this and that. Of course, this might extend also in marriage. And that the issue about women or spouses who quit their job. Because I understand when some men are fall victim of that. Because they married this woman knowing she's a teacher. And then the woman knew, me once I'm married and just give birth and take care of the kids and my husband will work. And these men are suffering by their in silence.
Yeah.
You're my wife, but they would wish you also help a hand, like you also chip in by doing something. So it is also like it's on a two-way context.
So that's why it's important that people discuss. Don't just wake up and surprise someone. You get married, then on Monday you're not waking up to go to work. When they ask you, but I stopped working.
But my wife,
I want to be a homemaker. I want to be a homemaker.
No, this is my wife. I want my job.
And just Hilda, and then this other issue of when people are getting married, you know, in the African context, the man is the provider, blah 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 blah. So we have this men that they know that now it's 50-50, like this half in the middle, like this.
Sylvia.
So, and these women, by the time they're getting married, they just use that there's nothing like this 50-50 on me, it doesn't apply, it can never work. We have these men that know, like, okay, I am a teacher and I'm getting married to, I'm marrying a police woman. So their salary and mine, we will go and live in this estate when we put things together. And the woman that you are marrying even doesn't know you are calculating.
I feel it's wrong to calculate on your wife's
You are really right.
That's why it's important to talk. Then we will extend and talk about in a marriage or in a relationship. What should a woman do? And what should a man do? What should be expected of a woman? And what should
what are the roles of a what's the role?
And we also want to hear from you, please, as we prepare for the next session.
Let's
hear your comments. If you're married, if you're with a wife or a husband, what are your roles and responsibilities? Should a woman chip in some money, or her money is her money, and his money is our money?
Because most women say, my money is my money.
And then when you can tell us some of the things you wish we could do in the house in terms of providing and taking care, that we don't do, and you wish in silence, oh, I wish she came with a packet of milk.
So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time. We really appreciate, and like we've said, please leave a comment there. Tell us, in relation to this topic, what is your view? Okay?
Yeah.
And we really appreciate your time. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please go and subscribe to the Unilove Sisters on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And put a notification button on YouTube so that you're able to get to be notified once we load our videos. So we love you so much. Thank you for your time. And for now, it's
bye.
Audio Jungle.